Here's a fuller walkthrough of the Redmagic 11S Pro, broken into sections you could talk through in about 10 minutes. Overview. This is a gaming-first flagship from Redmagic, Nubia's gaming sub-brand. Unlike typical flagship phones that try to balance cameras, design, and performance, this one leans almost entirely into raw speed, cooling, and battery endurance, camera and refined software, gaming features. Beyond raw power, there are dedicated gaming touches, 520 Hz shoulder triggers, essentially built-in game controller buttons, 4D vibration/haptic feedback for more immersive feel, customizable RGB lighting, and a game space software hub that lets you tweak performance settings, monitor FPS/temperature, and block notifications during play. Cameras. The rear setup includes a 50-megapixel main camera with OIS, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 2-megapixel macro lens. Selfies come from a 16-megapixel under-display camera. These are functional and decent for everyday shots, but they're clearly not the focus. Don't expect flagship-level photography compared to brands like Samsung or Apple. Performance under the hood is the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, paired with Redmagic's own Red-Core R4 gaming chip, a secondary processor dedicated to handling gaming-specific tasks so the main chip isn't bottlenecked. You get up to 16 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and 512 GB of UFS 4.1 storage, both top-tier specs for speed. In practice, this means smooth performance even in demanding titles like PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty Mobile, and Genshin Impact, plus excellent emulator performance for retro and console gaming. Cooling system, the star feature. This is where Redmagic differentiates itself. The AquaCore liquid cooling system uses a massive 13,116 square millimeters vapor chamber combined with liquid metal 3.0 and graphene cooling layers to pull heat away from the chip fast. On top of that, there's an actual built-in turbofan spinning up to 24,000 revolutions per minute, plus an aircraft-grade aluminum frame for structural heat dissipation. The result? Sustained high performance during long gaming sessions without the thermal throttling that slows down most phones. One heat display unit, a 6.85-inch AMOLED panel made by BOE, running at FHD plus resolution 2688 by 1216. The 144 Hz refresh rate keeps motion buttery smooth, while 3000 Hz touch sampling means your taps register almost instantly, critical for competitive shooters. Brightness peaks at 1800 nits, so it's usable in direct sunlight. And the screen-to-body ratio, approximately 95%, gives you a near edge-to-edge view. Gorilla Glass protects it from scratches and drops. Strengths versus weaknesses, advantages. One of the fastest gaming phones available, best-in-class cooling system, massive battery, with fast charging, smooth 144 Hz, AMOLED display, console-style shoulder triggers, strong speaker performance. Design, about 1 liter at 230 grams and 8.9 millimeters thick. It's noticeably heavier and chunkier than typical flagships, a trade-off for housing the cooling system and big battery. It comes in gaming-style transparent/RGB designs and carries an IPX8 water resistance rating, which is solid for a gaming phone, though not as comprehensive as IP68. Audio and connectivity. Dual stereo speakers deliver punchy, gaming-tuned sound, and there's still a 3.5mm headphone jack, increasingly rare on flagships. On the connectivity side, 5G, dual nano SIM, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.4, NFC, and USB-C 3.2 with display output support, so you can hook it up to a monitor. Security and software, about 30 seconds. Biometrics come via an under-display 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor and face unlock. It runs Redmagic OS 11.5, layered on an Android 16 base. Security and software biometrics come via an under-display 3D ultrasonic fingerprint sensor and face unlock. It runs Redmagic OS 11.5, layered on an Android 16 base battery. A huge 7,500 mAh battery anchors the phone, supported by 80-watt wired charging and wireless charging, up to 80 watts depending on the version, both unusually fast for a battery this size. It also supports reverse charging, so you can use the phone to top up other devices. Disadvantages: camera lags behind true flagships. Heavier than most phones, fan can be audible under load. Software feels gaming-centric, which may not suit everyone. Verdict: if you're a mobile gamer who wants top-tier FPS, cooling, and battery life, this phone delivers close to the best experience available right now. 5 stars for gaming. As an everyday phone, it's still very capable, but the camera and bulk pull it down slightly to about 4 stars for general use. Strengths versus weaknesses, advantages. One of the fastest gaming phones available, best-in-class cooling system, massive battery, with fast charging, smooth 144 Hz, AMOLED display, console-style shoulder triggers, strong speaker performance.